and welcome to another episode of Push Ups and Cool Music. I'm not gonna do very many push ups today. It's not because I'm lazy, but it's because I have been working out more than usual all day. I've been at a Taekwondo training camp, and I also need to go to sleep early and recover because I got wrecked during sparring practice because there aren't enough people who are my size or larger in my Taekwondo club. They're mostly children, like teenage boys and girls in my club. So I barely get any actual combat training. I work on conditioning, I work on pumse, just like kata stuff. I stretch, I kick pads, I run, I do bodyweight squats, horse stance, bunch of calisthenics, push ups, all that good stuff. Keeps me in good shape. It's an alternative to boring, mindless cardio. I never run on a treadmill. I would never do that. Martial arts is good. I also like to run in nature. So running in nature and martial arts is good for me. But even though you do martial arts, it's very humbling when you get in a sparring situation and you realize you don't know how to fight. Because I was finally, because there was a big gathering at the training camp. People from several Taekwondo clubs came. I got to spar some bigger dudes than me. One was like a red belt with a black stripe like me. The other one was a white belt, but I don't give a damn about belts. It's about what you can physically do, your body's capabilities. That white belt was a huge fella. And my foot must have clashed against an elbow or a shin bone or whatever because it's not in a very good condition. I might not be able to train tomorrow or get my grade or whatever. But I am pursuing my teenage dream. I dropped out of Taekwondo. I got back of getting my black belt. But from then on, I'm a boxer for life. Because even though I don't compete, I want the physical advantages and the psychological advantages. To be able to fight, to actually spar regularly, because even though I'm not a violent person, I don't care about fighting, and I don't walk around being shit scared of people trying to kick my ass. That was me growing up. I had a tough time growing up. But it's something in me. Maybe it's my desire to be a manly and dominant figure because I never had much dominance in my existence. I always been a weaker person, and I don't like that. I want the confidence of a strong, capable man. That's why I really enjoy martial arts. There are limitations to Taekwondo. Often it's just like in my club, training is pretty good. It's just that the roster is limited for me. I don't get to fight people my size. There's one guy who's bigger than me and even better at Taekwondo. He's like a black belt. But there isn't that much sparring when the only selection is, well, the trainers and that guy. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna read my stoicism for the day and start the music, the cool music, which is Schubert's Fantasia in F minor for two pianos. No, it's for one piano with four hands. Isn't that interesting? It's a beautiful piece. It's one of my favorites. And I get to read my stoicism. I do a few push-ups because push-ups and cool music should be push-ups and cool music. So push-ups will happen. Okay? And let's hope I recover well enough to get to training tomorrow. Because I got the feeling of combat that I craved and I paid the price. Anyway, let's play the music and read some philosophy and train. Okay. Solve problems early. There is no vice which a clause before the tune even started, the live recording. Anyway, solve problems early. There is no vice which lacks a defense. None that out at the outset isn't modest and easily intervened, but after this the trouble spreads widely. If you allowed it to get started, you won't be able to control when it stops. Every emotion is at first weak. Later it rouses itself and gathers strength as it moves along. It's easier to slow it down than to supplant it. Seneca, Moral Letters. Rivers. Publilius Cyrus reminds us with an epigram, are easiest to cross at their source. That's what Seneca means too. The raging waters and deadly currents of bad habits, ill discipline, chaos, and dysfunction. Somewhere they began as no more than just a slight trickle. Somewhere there are a placid lake or pond, or even a bubbling underground spring. Which would you rather do? Nearly drown in a dangerous crossing in a few weeks, or cross now while it's still easy? It's up to you. Great. It's about taking your negative emotions and just think they don't matter. Push them aside. Don't let them grow. Same with your bad habits and stuff. Great stoic insights. Now I turn the music up a little bit. And some push-ups. Yeah, I'm doing push-ups to relaxing Schubert. But I was in a cab recently, and the guy said, "How is music okay?" And I thought, well, because grammar stuff. Directly translating with Norwegian, går det bra med musiken? Are you doing well with music? But what he meant is like, are you okay with the music? The music in the car. So he was playing really shit music, so I needed Schubert. So push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. This should be easy. Shouldn't be a challenge. 9 minutes just to do 30 push-ups and read some philosophy. Well, at least I'm proving that I'm doing my push-ups and I worked out all day. Time to go to bed, rest and recover. Let's see if I can nail this grading event tomorrow. Okay, good night, have a good one.